In Banner Elk, North Carolina stands the first and only winery in the high country. Owner Dick Wolf, already having experience in the field, started the Banner Elk Winery and Inn in 2005.
And he had a winery in Abingdon, Virginia before this one. And he moved over to work with Appalachian State and Lees McRae in applied sciences. When he did that, he couldn't take care of his winery over in Abingdon. He wanted to make a winery here, so he did it.
Not only do they produce fine wine, the Banner Elk Winery also has a spacious 8-room inn with nice views of the vineyards and the surrounding area.
And we do a lot of special events where people come and rent out the whole inn for a special birthday, for a wedding, for a big chill weekend, a bunch of friends getting together.
Banner Elk Winery grows some of their own grapes, but also receive lots of help from the local community.
We have 3 small vineyards here that we harvest grapes from. And then we also work with approximately 33 farmers in the area who grow grapes for us. They grow the French-American hybrids, which are grapes that will survive at this elevation, very cold winters, and everything that we have here, they do really well.
The entire winemaking process happens on the property of the winery. But just how do the grapes get from the vine to the bottle?
And the grapes, when they're in clusters and they're dumped into the crusher, and it has a screw in it that goes like this. It pushes the stems out one side, and the grapes and the juice and the pulp and the skin fall down into the big vat. Now the red grapes, yeast is added to that grape juice mixture and fermentation begins. White grapes are crushed and then they go into the press and they're pressed, and the juice without the pulp and the skins is fermented.
The wine is then pumped into separate vats to be removed from the unwanted pulps and skins to make sure that the wine is clear and beautiful.
And then it is aged until the winemaker decides that it's time to bottle.
And when is it time to bottle? Each harvest is unique, so the timetable is different for each batch of wine.
You know, like you say, you don't serve wine before it's time. Well, there's so many factors that go into a wine getting to the right time that there isn't one right answer.
In addition to traditional grape wine, Banner Elk Winery also specializes in blueberry wine.
Blueberry wine is just, like the cherry on the ice cream sundae.
When visiting the winery, a wine tasting is a one-of-a-kind experience where the Banner Elk Winery staff makes you feel right at home.
In our winery, we like very much to have the input of the people who are tasting the wine. So everybody that comes in here, they come in here a guest or a visitor and they leave a friend, because it's very personal and we spend a lot of time and have a lot of fun getting to know each other.
The winery has 6 varieties of wine for guests to taste, and tasting assistants describe each wine that is poured. There's a lot that goes into the art of wine tasting to get the complete experience.
There are different qualities that you appreciate in a glass of wine. So when someone first pours wine in a glass, you might hold it up and you might look at it and look at the color, admire the clarity, and then you might swirl it just a little bit in your glass to release the aroma. Then you put your nose down in the glass and smell the aroma. And so if you don't use your nose and your sense of smell, you're not going to get as much appreciation out of something as you will if you also have the aroma.
Dick Wolf and the Banner Elk Winery are pioneers in the field, being the first to bring a winery to the Appalachian area.
We're really ambassadors for the high country because people come and visit wineries when they're here on vacation, they have some time on their hands. This is a very pleasant way to spend the afternoon.
The Banner Elk Winery has inspired others to create their own. In the future, they hope to establish a region of wineries in the Appalachian area. So raise your glasses and cheers to the Banner Elk Winery.